Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft Take 3. Last we left the Avatar so busy is the village that the golems are colliding with each other on their patrol paths, because there are a lot more people here now. And I tried my best to get a mending enchantment trade from the Librarian, but unfortunately that did not occur. So instead, I'm going to try and see if I can... There are 2 librarians here, and there really should be 0 librarians. Either way, I'm going to try and see if I can do something with these apples. Are we going to have the apples be a viable food source for the villagers? The answer is... no! They do not take those. Curious. So what I want you to do is I want you to move over to... Actually, what I want you to do is, let's just put the smithing table here and get a toolsmith. Now, the toolsmith is not going to give me what I want there. A shame? Well, let's try again. Where's the toolsmith going to... There you are, you're the toolsmith now, and you're going to give me that kind of trade again. Maybe I should move the anvil over and... get an armor smith first. The anvil's probably going to be a safer bet. Also, while I'm thinking about this, I have a few trades for you. That and that. There we go. Don't know why there wasn't a willingness to trade there, but where is... There you are. Would you like to become a armor smith? No? Pretty sure this is what you need for an armor smith. Unless they've changed it. They may have changed it. I thought it was an anvil. But either way, let's sort out the smithing table again. You're a toolsmith now, and you are going to... You know what? We're just going to make this trade here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to keep trying for a better trade, because right now you're just trying to sell me stone equipment, and stone equipment is kind of rubbish. In fact, replace kind of rubbish with very rubbish. You're now my toolsmith. Maybe you do only... You know what? If that's all you're going to give me, I'll take it. Eventually we'll be able to work towards getting a selection of diamond equipment. That'll just take a bit of time. Okay. That goes there. So now you'll go and work there. Now I'm curious as to if the anvil will... I thought it was the anvil for a armor smith. No! It's not the anvil, is it? It's a blast furnace. It's a blast furnace. Okay, it's a blast furnace. Don't know why I forgot that. I always associate armor smithing with anvils, but it is a blast furnace. And I know how to make blast furnaces. We just need to... actually, we could just take one of my blast furnaces and put that down there. That's actually not a bad idea. I can make my own blast furnace to replace the one I lost later. Wrong place for the blast furnaces, because of course. You know what, I'll just take that. Make another one at a future time. This blast furnace will suit my needs. And we'll want to just put this down. We'll eventually want to make a small chimney, as it were. And the chimney will just be a stone fence going up through the... roof of the covering. Just a nice bit of aesthetic addition. And now we can get... There we go. An armor smith. Don't want you to have those trades, though. That's better. You're locked in now, and that is perfect. So... you can work there forever, and I don't think we have a spare villager at the moment, which is nice. There you go. We have loads of bread here, though. Absolutely loads of it. Well, loads of wheat that will become bread. It is future bread. I don't mind future bread. Future bread is awesome. There we go. Put this all in here. And we could actually get the second composter there, but at the moment I really want to focus on getting the librarian done. 12 bits of bread. We'll actually wait on more... Oh, also, more of that. Aha! I'll take it. I will take it. This village is certainly bustling. So busy. And I like it being busy, because it being busy means there are loads of trades to be had, loads of deals to be struck. Loads of deals. And we have 2 golems. They may have actually lowered the spawn rate of the golems. I do not mind there being a few less. It did used to be quite ridiculous. It did used to be quite ridiculous. So we could just trade things with you until we get another trade. Could trade some iron with you eventually. Some coal might get you up to the... some coal, in fact, definitely get you to the next level. And it's a good thing to do while we wait. Just get you up to the next tier of trades. See what we can trade after that. Probably something that we don't have a lot of. The armorsmith will eventually trade a lot of enchanted diamond armor, and the toolsmith, I believe, will trade enchanted diamond equipment. Not axes, because the axes are traded by the weaponsmith. It's things like shovels and other things. And I want those because those things are things I really wouldn't... You know what? Just that. That'll do. We have a whole stack of 64 coal. This is when I'm really going to regret doing that, because I then run out of coal. But I do have a lot of charcoal, which will take the place of the coal. Also, I have more than enough of this to get another trade. Do you see where all the trade shenanigans can just get entirely out of hand? Before you know it, all you're doing is trading. All working towards getting things you want. I mean, you could go out and explore for these things, but there's no guarantee that you will find a mending enchantment book. There's no guarantee that you will find the diamond that you need to make the armor. Ooh, also we now have the villager for a librarian. It is too late, however, to do anything concerning changing those trades up. Now we'll just give you some of these, and we will see what you get next. It's iron again. Iron and a bell. Also, that's quite cheap. That is pretty cheap. And I didn't mean to make these trades, but sure, I'll do it. I'll do it, why not? As for the toolsmith, where is the toolsmith? That's the weaponsmith. You're a master. You're the toolsmith. I ideally want to get you to the next level. This is going to be quite expensive in terms of making these trades, but it's worth it. It's worth it. That should do. Just throw that away. There we go. We can put these in here. I'm sure I'll use them eventually. I might never use them. Also, I accidentally threw away my emeralds. That was a poor decision. Also, you now will take iron ingots. That makes these trades a lot simpler. We're gonna come back with a lot of iron. Enough iron to get to my next levels. We are gonna run very low on iron eventually, though. We're gonna run very low on it. And then we'll have to go and do some more mining. All of the trade begets more mining, which begets more trading. A vicious cycle of earning emeralds. And before, when you didn't have the ability to get emeralds or anything like that, you would literally just sit there on your huge pile of resources and wonder, what am I going to do with these? The answer now is, you're going to make lots of profit. Lots of profit. Now, didn't actually make that carrot trade, did I? No, I didn't. Gonna put that there, though, and probably leave things as they are for now, because we are going to try and get that mending enchantment again. Just one more try. Oh yes, I was also going to bring a lot of iron, wasn't I? Don't have a huge amount of it, but 6 more should be sufficient. 60. That should... few more. Leaving us 12 blocks of iron. That should probably get both of them up in level. Throwing a lot of iron at it, but we'll get more. There's always more. Always more. Hello, cat. Always more, just, laying in the ground, waiting to be had. And if we're desperate, we could get various iron bits of equipment and melt them down. I mean, they do only give us a single iron nugget per piece, but it's still an iron nugget, and that does make me regret making those extra bits of iron armor when I didn't need to. But iron is pretty plentiful. I mean, it is technically finite for mining it in the ground, but it is not finite in the... ooh, I think you had some combat over there. Yep. The zombies tried to attack the village and perished because we had the golem. Now, the golem takes no damage from the zombies at all. And that's good. Eventually, the golems will start getting damaged, and you'll see the damage on their bodies. Cracks that will appear, and you can... oh, speaking of which, actually, you are not in a good way. Maybe you did take some damage. I'm going to have to repair you. I think I right-click this on you. Yes! You are fully fixed now. Maybe you're no longer as invulnerable as I thought you were. You're fine. There are now 3 golems, by the way. Not just 2, there are 3. So, where are the... well, you're over there, just happily wandering about. Let's give you some of these. How many? Enough to level you up and gain 10 emeralds, which then gets you to this level. And efficiency 2 axes and unbreaking silk touch pickaxe. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really good. That's a fantastic trade. Glad I have that. Meanwhile, gotta get you to the next level as well and see what you have to offer. The answer is, I don't know why I made all those piles smaller, you have chainmail helmets, which actually you will get a lot of advancement from. So you know what? We'll buy a couple. They're only 1 emerald each. They're only 1 emerald each, and they bring you to the next level. Now, the next level for you is Diamond Enchanted Armor. And you get a lot of progression from these. Feather Falling 2, pretty good. Protection 1, not so good. But we're getting those traits primarily for the armor and not for the enchantment. Now, want to give you this carrot. And where is the librarian? There you are! You're going to be switching profession quite a bit until I get what I want, because I've made a lot of progress there with those various trades. Now, nope, not what I want. Not what I want, though it is pretty good. Impaling is pretty good. If you're using a crossbow, it's a fine enchantment. Same with Quick Charge, which increases the speed at which you reload. Curse of Binding? Funnily enough, I'm not interested in that. Smite 4. Really good if you're making a sword for fighting the undead. Sharpness 5. Now that's fantastic, but if you'll note, that is a 64 emerald cost enchantment. That is quite prohibitively expensive. Prohibitively expensive. Even if we did want that, we wouldn't want it at that price. Not even slightly. Now, they do get more trades with each level they gain, but I prefer to get the enchantment I want at the first level, because there's no guarantee that what they offer later on gets any better. They don't increase in rarity, as it were, at least as far as I know. Are you going to, yep, become a librarian again? Curse of Binding? Not sure why you'd think I'd want that. really not sure why you'd think I'd want that. Piercing 4, that's a little better. And thus the never-ending effort to get what I want. Silk Touch, that is really good. But again, not what I want. I'll actually settle for Unbreaking 3. And then I'll work on getting a second Librarian with looting 1, no thank you, with what I want. Those are the two things I'll settle for. Well, I want Mending. I'll settle for Unbreaking 3. Fire Protection 4, really good. Fire Protection 4 makes it so that lava deals very little damage to you. And we'll want that ultimately on our diamond equipment. Depth Strider 3, we'll ultimately want that on our equipment. Unfortunately, we don't want it right now. We can fish that up anyway. Technically, we can fish up the Mending one too, but not very likely. And again, neither is Fire Protection 4. But it can happen. Flame. Pretty good for a bow. Gives it fiery ammunition. Feather Falling 4. Really good. Really good for mitigating fall damage. All of these enchantments are fantastic. Unfortunately, none of them are the enchantment I want. But we have made some really good progress with getting the village up and running. Though we are running out of things that we can trade to get Punch 1. That's for bows. Means that you just have more punchy ammunition, as it were. Oh, the Curse of Binding is back! Oh boy! I have the curse of not getting a mending book. This could literally take forever. We could keep cycling this this librarian and never get the enchantment we want. It could happen. Each one is random. It's all randomly selected. All random! And random has its downsides. Channeling. Pretty good for a trident, but we don't have a trident. Loyalty 1. Again, also pretty good for a trident. Game? Game, be generous. Nope, game is like, you're not being generous at all. I mean, you got that person with the Unbreaking Silk Touch iron pickaxe. You should probably take that offer up, and I probably will at some point. That's a pretty good offer. It's pretty cheap, too. I mean, it's going to get a bit more expensive as time goes on, but it's pretty cheap at the moment. Okay, Librarian, now you're just, you know what I want. Actually, sharpness 5 for 58. And also, the Librarian does not know what I want. The Librarian has no way of knowing what I want. If only there was a way to select what book they traded. Then again, I'd need a mending book to show them. And Piercing 4, pretty nice. Yes! Absolutely yes! We have done it, folks! Mending enchantment get. I am so very happy. That is what I want. You are now a librarian permanently. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm so happy. So happy with that. We have a mending book. The mending book is ours. We are level 31 in terms of experience. So we actually want to leave now and see about using this mending book. Patience pays off. It's not a cheap mending book. It is 32 emeralds, 31 at the moment, but emeralds are not a problem. We can get emeralds. We can get as many emeralds as we need. Now we could actually put the mending book to work on the fishing rod, because we are working on a magical fishing rod. But I think it's probably better, especially if we have a Unbreaking 3 enchanted book, which I think we do, to do something with the shield. The shield is an item that only has so many enchantments that can be placed upon it. So where is our Unbreaking 3? I think we have an Unbreaking 3. There's the Unbreaking 3. This is the great combo. This is a fantastic combo. So what we do is we go to here and we stick them together. That is in enchantment cost 2 to combine them. Enchantment cost 3. Okay. Combined. Then we take off our shield and we put that here. This here it'll take 9 levels to enchant this with Unbreaking 3 and Mending. But if I were to call it a magic shield a la Ultima 7, it costs 10. Worth it though. Now we have a magic shield. It doesn't glow. The handle glows, however, and that is exactly what we want. That is exactly what we want. You know what? I didn't even check to see if there was a trade for the paper or not. I'm going to check that in a moment, because it is getting dark. I was just so excited to finally get the enchantment that I wanted that I completely overlooked whether the other one was something I wanted. I actually don't care. I don't care if it's not an enchantment I want, because I got the thing I was searching for. I got Mending. And that is one thing that we want, because we want another one. We really want Unbreaking as well. Now, where is the lectern? Lectern is somewhere around here. I believe... No, it's there, isn't it, that we want to have a look. 5 out of 12. Ah, here we go. Lector. Someone told me that I could do that. So I need oak slabs and a bookshelf. Okay. We'll make one of those, or just normal slabs, eventually. For now, we need to rest. Then we need to see if paper is the thing that we can trade to the librarian. I'm just so happy I've got it. So happy! This shield will now never break. Unless I foolishly let it break, because we can always fix it up using experience. We lost a lot of the experience we used to enchant that we got from the trades, but that is okay. I was about to say that we used for the enchantment, which makes sense. Of course we lost that, but I'm just so happy that I've got it. All of that cycling of the trades was worth it, because we now have Mending as an enchantment. Now all we need is Unbreaking 3. That might take a while longer. We're going to need another villager for that. Also, you tried to shoot me. Please don't try and shoot me. That's just rude. I want to check your other trade. Is it paper? No, it's bookshelves. It's bookshelves. That's not the worst. That's really not the worst. I might actually have to get a cartographer, mightn't I? I think I might. But I'm just so happy that I got what I wanted. I am so pleased that I got what I wanted. That I got the enchantment for Mending. It's just such great news. Also, have that. Have that. Because I feel like we need another villager at some point. That we do. Also, we want to make a composter. So that we can have a second farmer at some point. I don't know if I have enough beds for all of this. Because we have 1 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we do have enough things. We just need to wait for the villagers. But still, so happy! Mending is here, and with that, so many possibilities are opened up to us. Mainly for unbreaking diamond armor and diamond weapons. Going to get a diamond sword at some point, and when that happens, oh my, are we going to become that much more deadly? A sharpness 5 one, ideally. Sharpness 5, looting 3, sweeping edge 3, fire aspect 2. Okay, I'm thinking way too optimistically here. That's the weapon that I have in my survival world, but just so happy! We did it! Mending! 1 down, Unbreaking 3 to go. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. It's a good thing I check every single trade quite carefully before I get rid of those lecterns, because if I'd have got Mending and then switched away from it, I'd have been so sad. So sad. Later.